I am so relieved right now. Words can't, that's why I'm smiling with a big old smile, because I'm relieved that my skepticism, that my doubt was completely diminished, and seeing a near best, hands down best DC movie that has been made yet. This is a good, amazing, incredible, beautiful superhero movie. And I can't believe that I'm saying that, especially since I'm talking about a DC cinematic universe film. I haven't had exactly the best rap sheet for films that lots and lots of people love, but this is a film that I want to go see a second and maybe even a third time. I remember when Wonder Woman was first announced to be made into a film, and there was so much controversy over Gal Gadot, I think that's her, Gal Gadot, casting as Diana, Wonder Woman, and people were saying that she is horrible for the role, but after seeing this, I can say with 115% certainty that she is the woman, she is the actress that was destined to play this character. One of my biggest arguments for why this film is so good is the relationship between Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, and Chris Pine. This is a film that really develops characters extremely well, something that I was very surprised by, because this is a comic book superhero movie. The last thing I'd expect is, you know, a really in-depth, meaningful, emotional, relationship-building moment, I should say momentum, that's built between these two characters to where it works really, really well. Basically, the film is split into two different sections, Act 1 and Act 2, and both these characters work off one another. They both learn things about each other, and what I like most about this is that Wonder Woman isn't some, like, you know, perfect character that they show off in the film. She actually goes through struggles. She's learning all these new things because, you know, Chris Pine, if you've seen the trailer, he crash lands where she is, and then he's, you know, learning who this character is. Then he educates her on what's happening with World War I, and then the whole second part of the film is her going into the real world outside of her world. And it's done so well and so flawlessly that I don't have a lot of negative things. I think there's one negative thing, which we'll get to the end of the view, that I have a problem with, and that's with all these films for the most part. But I loved it. I loved Wonder Woman, and I can't believe that I'm saying that. This is a film that gives proper character development and an origin story, and by the end of the film, I guarantee you, you will actually give a shit about Wonder Woman and the guy that she's working with, Chris Pine. You will care for them. In fact, I don't think there's any really superhero film within the Marvel or DC universe that actually has made me care for the characters and like the characters as much as this film has done. To me, if you can really get me to care about people that I'm watching and what happens to them and their struggles and the things that they're going through, you've accomplished a big step towards the right direction. And the screenplay, the writing, the dialogue, there's a lot of funny moments in this film. Moments that made me laugh, and I'm not someone who laughs a lot at films because I'm kind of a bit of an old curmudgeon, but this is well done. There are moments in this film which you will appreciate. There's small moments where it dives into more of the in-depth character and the personality and characteristics that these characters have. I guess if I could describe, the word, I'm using all these words to describe this, the chemistry between these two people are amazing. The cinematography is awesome. This is a beautifully shot and choreographed film. This is not a superhero movie where it just is action, 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 no character, no nothing, we don't give a shit about anything. Oh, the film tries to force you to care about somebody. It does not do that. In fact, it does the opposite of that. In no way did I feel like this film was pandering to an all-female audience or an all-male audience. I felt like this film was very equal in how it actually went about showcasing a relationship between two characters and equally diving in to what makes them human. I mean, Wonder Woman's technically not 100% human, but you know what I mean. Human-like characteristics, human emotions, human things which make us human in general. They make the film relatable. They bring out an emotional side of me, and not a lot of films can successfully do that. So kudos to the people who directed and who wrote this film. Have them on future DC project films, because this is the standard. This film, I think, is the standard of what DC should strive for. The only big issue that I had with this film is, again, with almost every single comic book movie, at least in my opinion, even Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which I didn't review, but I thought the villain was horrible. The villain in this film is a bit weak. I'm tired of weak, badass villains. Sure, you bring a badass villain to the screen, but ultimately they're not really I don't find them good villains. I don't see these people really struggle with, you know, attempting to fight these types of villains. I want superheroes to have a challenge for once for the people that they're attempting to fight, or at least bring a real villain who actually can be a villainous character, someone like Darkseid or something like that, which is supposedly rumored for the Justice League or something like that. I don't know. I just want better villains for superhero movies in general, because I feel like for the majority, they're severely lacking. And this film kind of has like 3 different villains in it, and I kind of wish they would just put one main villain in it and focus more on one big bad guy than, you know, 3 or 2 other people. The action sequences, I was like, oh man, it felt like comic book pages coming to the big screen being put to life. The action sequences are awesome. I was like, this is so goddamn cool. A woman running through the battlefield killing Germans? I mean, what is better than that? If only they were goddamn motherfucking Nazis, it would be even better. You know, punch a Nazi? I don't know. All in all, I want to encourage you to go see Wonder Woman. I don't think you will be disappointed. This is a film that develops characters, it makes you care for the characters, it is well shot, the dialogue is not super duper super cheesy. There's even parts in this film where it kind of makes fun, if you know anything about the comics of Wonder Woman's origin, where it even like pokes fun at certain problems, I find, with problems within, you know, the story, within the character of her origin, which there's a lot of things you can make fun of origin stories with characters and stuff. But I like films that do that. I like films that can poke fun at themselves or how ridiculous some things may be. I'm just so shocked and impressed at how amazing Wonder Woman was for a DC film. I will definitely be buying this on Blu-ray, and I gotta say, Gal Gadot, she is one sexy, beautiful woman. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Visit my Discord. All my social media links are in this outro. Come visit me on Discord if you want. I'm in there almost every single night.